Welcome back, dear friend. You came at the perfect time. The fire's warm, and the story's ready to be told. Listen gently, as tonight the wind carries a tale worth telling. Once upon a time, in a quiet village nestled between misty mountains and a winding river, there lived two old fishermen. No one remembered when they had arrived or if they had ever lived anywhere else. They were simply always there. Every morning, before the sun even kissed the water, they'd walk to the river's edge with their old wooden rods slung over their shoulders. And every morning, without fail, they laughed. They laughed at the breeze, at the way the river curled, at the silence, at the splash of a fish they never caught. And then they'd sit, side by side, no bait, no hooks, just lines dancing in the water. The villagers whispered, "They're mad, old fools. They never catch a thing." But still the fishermen came. Still they laughed. Still they smiled with the lightness of children and the wisdom of trees. One day something changed. Only one fisherman came to the river. He walked slower that morning, his rod a little heavier. But his laughter, it was louder than ever. He sat in the same spot, laid out the second rod beside him, and looked at the river as though it were an old friend. The villagers watched from a distance, expecting to see tears, or silence, or mourning, but all they saw was laughter. A child approached him gently and asked, "Old man, where is your friend?" The fisherman looked down at the child and smiled. "He's fishing the clouds today," he said. "And knowing him, he's probably still catching nothing and laughing all the same. But why do you laugh today?" The old man looked at the water, and his voice grew soft. "Because we made a promise that whoever went first would leave this world with a smile so wide it would echo in the heart of the other. And now I laugh loud enough for both of us." That night, the villagers gathered by the river, where the fisherman lit a single candle and floated it downstream. And as the flame drifted into the dark, laughter, gentle, deep, and true, rose like a prayer. You see, sometimes the greatest wisdom isn't spoken. It is felt in stillness, in simplicity, in the joy of doing nothing, but being. The two old fishermen never needed to catch a thing, because they had already found what they were looking for, a friendship so deep that even death could not quiet its laughter. So the next time life feels heavy, go to your river, whatever or wherever it may be. Sit in silence, watch the world move, and if you can, laugh, because sometimes joy itself is the catch of the day. Thank you for listening. Subscribe now and let the stories speak. If you listen closely, you just might hear another whisper of wisdom.